Hello everyone, this is the only Resh, and right here, right now, we're going to check out What Remains of Edith Finch. I do not remember any details about this game. I just remember when I first started looking through the Game Pass games available, it looked kind of interesting, but since then I've forgotten everything, so. Some interesting music. I'm really not sure what to expect here. So, both sticks are controlling the camera right now. Not sure how to move, or if I'm not supposed to move just yet. Oh, okay. So I have broken hand or something, some flowers, and a journal that says Edith Finch.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Oh, now I can move. Okay. Well, it's a good thing she knows that I'm not going to understand any of this, so that was a
I lived here until I was 11,
disclaimer right at
but
the
I wasn't
beginning.
allowed inside half the rooms.
Orcas Island Gazette.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Okay, so whenever you interact with something, you have to use the
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
analog sticks to push things. No trespassing. This property is protected by video surveillance. Trespassers will be prosecuted. Apologies for the... Oh, there we go. Not fully rendered font.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Well, it's time to find
Maybe
out.
she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
The Finches. Huh. Bringing in a little choice here. Gotta go the creepy way. Oh, can't go that way.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Huh. Wonder how old Edith Finch is. I mean, that's assuming that the character we're playing as
The
is...
woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
It is assuming that Edith Finch is the character we're playing as, and not the mother or something. Because I lived in the house since she was 11. Not sure what the time frame is between that and her parents passing, or her mom passing.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
That structure is so insane. I don't know if that could actually work. I mean, I don't know anything about structural integrity of anything or any of that, but that's really insane. Okay, so that upper path must have led here. There's probably some different dialogue there.
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband. I was 6. It seemed like an odd joke to me, even then.
It's hard to tell if that's like, if that was a slide or something. I mean, it kind of looks like it could have been a playground. Let's go straight in.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
There we go, 17. So, lived in this house until 6 years ago. And then at some point in that time, parents died. So she's 17. What is this? I don't think I can look at it. Oh, she's got a ring, and it looks like a leaf on a necklace. Is she pregnant?
Am I pregnant?
I mean, I don't want to assume nothing. Maybe she's just a little thicker, but looks pretty pregnant to me, not gonna lie. Anyway.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
So she's scared of the house itself. I wonder if this is going to be some kind of thing like that movie Monster House. The house just attacks people. Is that a swing? Looks a little high to be a swing, but it's definitely some kind of treehouse.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left.
Huh. I'm gonna run into some dark areas in here. Assuming, since the power's turned off. It really seems like everyone just up and left. Wasn't really moving out. Everyone just left and left everything behind.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Edith Milton, Lewis, Don, and Edie. January 2010. Not sure when this game came out, so I'm not sure if that lines up right with her being 17, and if this is the month that they moved out when she was 11, I'm assuming.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
So here's Edith. Dawn is the mom, I'm assuming. Edie the grandma. And Lewis, maybe a brother? Loving memory of Lewis Finch. December 88 to November 2010. Okay. Well, he was, what, 22? Yeah, brother to Edith, son of Don, great-grandson to Edie. Okay, so not... Okay, so Edie is Don's grandma. So there's a generation in between Edie and Don, I guess. 22, that's sad.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Chinese, alright? It can be an everyday food. Don't at me.
Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
I hope they took the cat with. They seem to have left everything else here.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
So this is the table where that picture was taken, I think.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Huh.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
That is a lot of books.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Okay, so the original house sank. And she said the bricks came from the original house after it sank? So they got bricks from a house that was underwater, is how I'm understanding that.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
So I'm thinking Barbara is that generation in between Edie and Don.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
So Milton was missing, and I already forgot the other brother's name. Oh, this is November 2010. The garage calendar said January. Lewis. There we go, that was the other brother. So Lewis died and Milton went missing. What is back here? Let's finish checking out the bottom
Mom
floor
always told me to
first.
stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
No. Never mind, we're going upstairs.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
So is this the great-grandpa? Edie's husband, maybe? Molly, 3747. There's a lot of bugs around the house on the walls.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Oh, maybe that's the guy on the wall out there. Great Uncle Walter, so Edie's brother.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Oh, look at that.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Oh, I kind of want to check out the rest of the house before I go into some creepy shit like that. Alright, we'll come back. We'll come back. There's more boarded up rooms. Gregory, 76, 77. Calvin, 50 to 61. Who are these people?
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Okay, so Odin built the original house, and the guy whose name I already forgot built this one after the first one sank.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Okay, the cutout or whatever is on the left side of this hallway looks a little bit creepy to me. Oh wait, can I look in all the rooms and I just didn't get close enough, or what?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Huh.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Yeah, I figured that was going to be locked. Is there a cord going up there from something? Something's plugged in up there. And see if I can peek into these rooms. See, I just didn't get close
As a kid,
enough.
I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Okay, so that's just a bathroom. Why is there a name on it?
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Well, now I kind of want to check out the rooms that were downstairs. The one or two that were, you know... Did I already check this one? No.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Ten. So these are birth and death dates. What? That's insane. That one's 10. Pretty sure one of these was just 1 year. Yeah, 1 year. 11. Damn, dude. 16. I mean, it's better. I'm gonna check the rooms downstairs quick. Pretty sure there was one or two down here. This one doesn't have a name.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
That's a little, I mean, I think it's a little weird, but I think that was it, actually. Yep. Alright, let's check out that secret little room that Edith's mom was scared of. It's over here. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Well, maybe that's why Milton went missing. He is up here somewhere.
But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Alright. Seems pretty...
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here. Before my mom sealed the doors.
Molly's diary.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
You didn't eat your pet's food, did you? I mean, she was like 10 or less, so I guess she doesn't know better.
The gerbil
I mean,
food
she
was
should.
dry, but I didn't mind it.
Well, where's the gerbil? The door's open.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Ah, that's the worst. You run out of Halloween candy as a kid and you don't have any more.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
I ate.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Those should not be eaten, child. Oh, she's gonna have fun with those later.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh my god, no. No.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly,
What?
I was a cat.
I'm sorry. What? Okay, triggers to jump. I guess we're a cat now.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Your child's a cat. You have a serious problem to deal with. Alright, where are we going? think I saw a nest up here.
The babies were all gone.
So do I go the wholesome route and think that they hatched and flew away, or do I just assume that they're dead?
I
Oh,
jumped and I almost got her.
cats do not give a fuck. Oh, see how far this is?
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Oh, this is that treehouse. Oh, is this part of the house not done being built yet?
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Well, I don't think you can climb this tree like this cat can.
I gobbled her up,
And
and suddenly
fell.
I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
This is something else. Oh, okay, I can move this. So I'm supposed to look for the little... Oh, I can hear the nibbling in the grass.
Rabbits.
There's a lot of rabbits around here. Oh, I'm supposed to press a button. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, this is a little hard to control. Okay, hold on. There's one. Now I got this. There we go.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
That's
Then I
pretty
flew off to
impressive.
find something bigger.
You're just an owl. You can swallow a rabbit whole. I mean maybe. I don't know exactly how big owls are, but
A mama rabbit.
okay, so those are babies. That's why she couldn't.
She was almost
Or
too
didn't
big
have to chew.
carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Okay, that's a problem. You better change into something. You're just log rolling down this. I'm just supposed to flop down this hill. Roll. Roll. Oh no. And then get hit
I
by a
rolled off
car.
the cliff
Aw.
and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Get whatever that is.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Eat it. There we go.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
This is a little weird for a 10-year-old. Ah, juked me.
I grabbed on tight. And when I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
An octopus? How long this tentacle is? Oh, this is so weird, so cool.
Now I was a monster. monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
A monster? Is there anything over here? Probably not. This thing can go pretty far. Am I gonna eat this dude?
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Dude. Just ate that dude in like 3 seconds. See if there's anything on this side. No, doesn't look like it. Going upstairs. Turn around. Ah. That way. That way. Oh, somebody's drunk. Put him in the brick until he's sober. Guy was just drunk, having a good time. Didn't have to eat him. I really want to know if this is like actually some sort of monster. What the hell? Or if it's just... I mean, I don't see how it could be an octopus when you're just swallowing dude's whole. Is that a glitch? What happened to my tentacle? Hold on. Hold on. Help. Help me. Oh, a family tree. That would help. Because Odin was the OG. And there's Edie. Oh, this is a lot. Okay. There's a lot going on there. I feel like I may have to go back a little bit. Is there no way for me to go back? Can I... help me? Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh, there we go. I just had to push a different way.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have.
A whale.
So I swam towards it.
A whale.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Oh, now I can move all fluid. Coming out your toilet.
I got closer and closer.
Is this her room? I think this is her room.
All of my stomach started growling,
This has to be an octopus of some sort.
and suddenly I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Dude. Well, cool story. A little creepy.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Oh, so I'm going through the story of each family member on the tree. Oh. Giant squid. That had to be it.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here. I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here. I grew up Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
I missed the other dialogue that just happened. Am I gonna turn into a cat now?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Oh, she likes birds.
We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
That's cool. Getting a portrait of him on a cross-section of a trunk.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Family curse.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Okay, so when they say the first house sank, it was a houseboat. That makes sense.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Imagine being in that fishing boat. There's a big-ass wave coming, and there's just a house coming at you. Okay.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
That's interesting.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
I guess it does. Also, he wrote books. Mysteries of Death and Thereafter. I wonder how many of these are real books. There's a lot of stuff here. Oh, I can't look through that peephole.
Edie gave a a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house.
What?
My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Okay, Edith Jr.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Because of a little forest fire. Ain't nothing gonna stop Edie Finch.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed.
Yep,
She could
slide.
have, but she didn't.
That looks like it was gonna be pretty sweet, actually. Oh my god, is that a picture of it breaking? How did they get that picture? And why did she have it framed?
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Oh, this is the other side of that one.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
It was a pretty big trace.
Apparently. Oh, another secret passage.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
They made a lot of, put a lot of effort into all this sketchy house secret stuff. Calvin Finch.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Milton was here too. Looks like Milton was looking around too much for his own good. Probably got caught up that way. Here's the room of the relative that spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Broken foot. You know, you can swing with your good foot too. That one's perfectly fine. Am I just supposed to keep swinging or can I get off? Oops.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Well, good for him, I guess. Oh. Supposed to use the right stick, too. I'm the idiot who's
At
only
Barb's
using the
funeral,
cast.
we swore we'd never be afraid again. and he wasn't.
Oh no, he swung off the edge.
I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
No. Oh no.
Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Oh no.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
Dude.
Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Jesus.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
There's no way this kid's gonna get this much momentum on this swing.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh Lord.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Dude.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Damn, dude.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Fort Sam. Ah, I've been to a Fort Sam. Good old Fort Sam, Houston, Texas.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
It's really impressive, all this stuff in this house. All these...
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Okay. Now we got a little shortcut back in here. That's the way up to the attic. Oh, it's Bigfoot. Okay, now it makes sense.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
After what, exactly?
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
That voice is a mix of Gollum with something else.
Star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
I mean, it sounds like it wasn't going to sound
Okay,
great
I'm
anyway.
hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a
Oh,
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So
That's a
Barbara
hint.
went to look for him.
I have to go to the music box and keep turning it to get to the basement. I really hope I don't forget that.
The music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh. Of course they have the Jason music playing. Of course they do.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Beat the shit out of whoever's in that fridge.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax.
Deserved it.
I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
She threw
Ha.
him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
This is kind of
Okay, Barbara. There's gotta be another way out of here.
I'm assuming that one door isn't gonna hold that dude. Isn't Walter still just chilling under the bed?
That night, she played her part beautifully. She thought about abandoning Walter, but just
I was gonna say, he's still underneath the bed.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow.
Beat him up.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Double tap. How do I...
Whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Some kind of surprise party?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
That's a dream come true.
She
Okay.
saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
What? Why her ear?
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Good job on that creepy voice acting though, damn.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
That has to be so old. Like 7 years. Or 5, something. Okay. Actually, I think, let me take a look at this family tree here. I think I'm going to come back to this one, because this is getting pretty good, and I'm going to stop it here. So, let me know what you liked about the video, what you didn't like about the video, what other games you'd like to see. I would hope you want to see more of this game, because I will be making more videos of this game to finish it, because I'm actually really into this one. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.